new chapter, that is redox reaction. The term redox reaction will not be familiar for you, isn't it? But you will come across these reactions in your day-to-day life. For example, consider corrosion reaction. Corrosion is a redox reaction. Similarly, the process that happens in our human body, cellular respiration, that is a redox reaction. Photosynthesis process, the compilation of both the process that happens in the daytime, in the presence of sunlight, and also in the night time, in the dark, is redox reactions. Lighting a matchstick, similarly combustion of fuels that happens in vehicles are redox reactions. In this chapter, we will study in detail about what are the processes of redox reactions. So, let's start the chapter. What is a redox reaction? It's a compilation, or it combines both oxidation process and reduction process. These are two reactions in chemistry, oxidation and reduction. So now let's look at the definition of a redox reaction. The reaction that involves oxidation and reduction as its two half reactions. So two half reactions, both oxidation and reduction combine, that reactions combine to form a redox reaction. Redox reaction will always contain an oxidation process or an oxidation half reaction and a reduction half reaction. So now we can study specifically what is oxidation and what is reduction. We are going to study about classical idea of redox reactions. So what is an oxidation? First let's look. Oxidation can be defined as the addition of oxygen. It can be addition of oxygen, addition of an electronegative element. What is an electronegativity? We have already studied, isn't it? Just revise that. Addition of an electronegative element. You know the trend in periodic table regarding electronegativity. Next, it can also be defined as removal of hydrogen and removal of electropositive elements. So what is oxidation? It is addition of oxygen or addition of an electronegative element or removal of hydrogen or the removal of electropositive element. These are the points. Study this. Or all these processes can be termed as an oxidation reaction. So next, reduction. The exact opposite of this will be reduction process. Reduction will be what? Removal of oxygen. So we can say reduction as what? Removal of oxygen. Note down, removal of oxygen. Next, removal of an electronegative element. Removal of, exact opposite will be reduction of electronegative element. Next, addition of hydrogen. Isn't it? Oxidation is removal of hydrogen. So reduction will be addition of hydrogen. Addition of hydrogen or the addition of an electropositive element. Addition of electropositive element. Note down the definition. The exact opposite of oxidation will be reduction. So study what is oxidation, then you can study, or you can write the opposite as the definition for reduction reaction. Now let's look at some of the examples of both oxidation and reduction. The first example for oxidation is, look here, Mg plus O2 will give 2 MgO. In this reaction you can see here, addition of oxygen. O2 is added to magnesium Mg to give you 2 MgO. So this is oxidation, that is addition of oxygen. Similarly, sulfur S plus O2 will give you SO2, sulfur dioxide. So here also what happened? Addition of oxygen. Next reaction, Mg plus F2 will give you MgF2, magnesium fluoride. This is also an oxidation reaction. The second point that we studied is what? addition of an electronegative element is oxidation. So magnesium plus fluorine is an electronegative element, you know. So Mg plus F2, addition of electronegative element, is also an oxidation reaction. Next, Mg plus Cl2, which is electronegative. You are adding Cl2 to Mg to give you MgCl2. It's also oxidation. Similarly, 2H2S plus O2. Hydrogen sulfide plus oxygen. Adding oxygen will give you 2S plus 2H2O. This is an oxidation reaction. That means addition of oxygen. So the last reaction is, here you can look, K4FeCN6. This is potassium ferrocyanide. Potassium ferrocyanide plus H2O2 will give you K3FeCN6 plus KOH. Look here, what happened here actually? K4FeCN6, potassium ferrocyanide. It changed to K3FeCN6. So here potassium is removed, isn't it? In this here, potassium is removed from K4 to here it is K3FeCN6. So removal of an electropositive element is what? Oxidation. Potassium, alkali and alkaline earth metals are electropositive, isn't it? So we removed one potassium from K4FeCN6. So removal of an electropositive element is also oxidation. So this is also an example for oxidation reaction. So I hope it's clear for you, the examples. Okay, addition of oxygen, addition of electronegative element. Here what happens? Removal of an electropositive potassium. So that's all regarding the examples of oxidation. You can find more examples in your textbooks. Now let's look at the examples for reduction reaction. Remember the definition for reduction reaction. It was removal of oxygen, isn't it? HGO, mercuric oxide. Okay, in HGO, on heating it turned to Hg plus O2. Here what happened? Removal of oxygen. From HGO, oxygen is removed, isn't it? So it is reduction. Similarly, FeCl3 plus H2 will give you FeCl2 plus 2H2O. Here also you can see what? Removal of an electronegative element. That electronegative element is Cl minus. Okay, FeCl3 changed to FeCl2. Removal of an electronegative element is reduction. In the next example, CH2 double bond CH2 plus H2. Here hydrogen is added, or addition of hydrogen is also what? A reduction reaction. Addition of hydrogen to CH3, single bond CH3. To the double bond, hydrogen is added. Look at the next reaction. HgCl2 plus SnCl2 will give you Hg2Cl2 plus SnCl4. So now tell me, what is oxidation and what happens here and what is reduction? You can see here HgCl2 changed to Hg2Cl2. So here one Hg is added. So here an electropositive element is added. HgCl2 changed to Hg2Cl2. So this is what? A reduction. Mercury is added. Electropositive element added. So it is a reduction reaction. But here you can see SnCl2 changed to SnCl4. Number of chlorine increased. So that can be addition of an electronegative element is known as, we studied as oxidation. So here both oxidation and reduction happens. SnCl2 changed to SnCl4, that is addition of an electronegative element. So in this reaction both oxidation and reduction happened. So we can define this reaction as a redox reaction. So in reactions where both half reactions, oxidation and reduction happens, is known as a redox reaction. I hope it's clear for you. In any reaction where both reduction process and also oxidation process happened, it is known as redox reaction, combination of both oxidation and reduction. This is whole regarding the classical idea of redox reaction. Now let's study about two terms, oxidizing agent and reducing agent. This is important. Okay, what is an oxidizing agent and what is a reducing agent? It is different from oxidation and reduction. Both are processes. Now we are going to study about what is oxidizing agent and reducing agent. So oxidizing agent is a substance. It's a substance which oxidizes the other species. That oxidizes other species and itself undergo reduction. Okay, it oxidizes the other species. Two elements combine to form a reaction, isn't it? For example, previously we studied an example, that is 2HgCl2 plus SnCl2, isn't it? Will give you SnCl4 plus Hg2Cl2. So here what happened? HgCl2 changed to, it reduces to Hg2Cl2. But here SnCl2 undergoes oxidation process to SnCl4. So here reduction happens, isn't it? So it is an oxidizing agent. What is an oxidizing agent? The substance which oxidizes the other species. So this substance made SnCl2 to undergo oxidation to SnCl4. That oxidizes the other species and itself undergo reduction. Isn't it? Sn or HgCl2 itself undergoes reduction to Hg2Cl2. HgCl2 itself undergoes reduction to Hg2Cl2 and also it makes SnCl2 to SnCl4. The substance which oxidizes the other species or itself undergo reduction is called as an oxidizing agent. Now what is a reducing agent? The substance that reduces the other species. So here SnCl2 makes HgCl2 to undergo reduction to Hg2Cl2. Okay. SnCl2 what it does? It makes HgCl2 to undergo reduction process and it itself undergoes what? Oxidation. Okay, try to study the definition and then clearly understand the concept. The substance, this HgCl2 is a substance, similarly SnCl2 is a substance. This SnCl2, it reduces itself, that reduces the other species and undergoes oxidation. That substance SnCl2 did what? It reduces the other species HgCl2 to Hg2Cl2 and itself undergo oxidation. So we will study more examples in future, okay, in the coming classes. Now only study the definition of what is an oxidizing agent and what is a reducing agent. More examples we will come across, then I will clearly make you understand what is an oxidizing agent and what is a reducing agent. We have studied about the classical idea of oxidation and reduction. Now moving on to the electronic concept of both oxidation and reduction. What is the electronic concept? And this concept is now used as the definition for an oxidation and reduction. You can clearly explain each examples with this concept of electronic concept of oxidation and reduction. Now oxidation, it is a process in which an atom or a group of atoms that is taking part in a chemical reaction loses one or more electrons. So what is oxidation? It is a process by which an atom or a group of atoms that is taking part in a chemical reaction loses an electron or a group of electrons. Loses electrons or group of electrons. Okay, I have already marked it in black. That is the definition. An atom or a group of atoms when loses one electron or more number of electrons, it is oxidation. Look at the example. Mg turns to Mg2+. We have studied about a cation and an anion. Okay, when an electron is lost, it changes to a cation. Mg2 plus 2 electrons. So 2 electrons are lost from magnesium, isn't it? So it is an oxidation process. Mg2 plus 2 electron. Fe2 plus. Iron is already in the 2 plus state. Fe2 plus. It changed to Fe3 plus. That means 1 electron is lost. So that is also an example of oxidation process. S2 minus changed to S plus 2 electrons. This is what S2 minus changed to S3 minus plus 2 electrons, we can say. So this is also an or other example. Okay, S minus to S2 minus plus an electron. This is a better example. Okay, S minus, sulfur already is having what, 1 electron extra. So it changed to S plus an electron. Here what happens from S minus? S minus is an anion, isn't it? Sulfur S minus is an anion. From an anion what happened? 1 electron is lost. So it changed to S sulfur plus E minus, or the same example S2 minus changed to S plus 2 electrons. So this is also what? An oxidation reaction. S2 minus means from sulfur 2 electrons are extra, isn't it? When that changes to sulfur atom plus 2 electron, this is also what? An oxidation process. So already deficient iron 2 plus 2 electrons are lost when it changes to iron 3 plus E minus. Similarly, S minus, it is an anion. We have studied what is an anion. That means 1 electron extra is added to a sulfur atom. When it changes to S sulfur plus E minus, 1 electron is lost. So it changes to sulfur. So it is also an oxidation process. That means removal of electrons, 1 or more electrons. If we are removing from an atom, we can call it as an oxidation process. Look at the next. MnO4 2 minus. 1 electron is lost to MnO4 minus plus E minus. So here also 1 electron is removed, or it loses. When an atom or a group of atoms loses 1 or more electrons, we can term it as an oxidation process. I hope you understood the examples of oxidation. Now regarding reduction. When it can gain 1 or more electrons, we can term it as what? A reduction reaction. The definition for a reduction process according to electronic concept is the process. It's a process in which an atom or a group of atoms taking part in a reaction gains 1 or more electrons. When an atom or a group of atoms gain or adds to itself 1 or more electrons, it is called a reduction. When it loses 1 or more electrons, it is oxidation. When it gains 1 or more electrons, it is reduction. Be clear with the definition. When it gains 1 or more electrons, it is reduction. So you can see here the examples. Chlorine Cl2 plus 2 electrons. If you are adding an electron to an atom, it changes to an anion. So 2Cl minus. Isn't it? 2. Cl2 plus 2 electrons. So 2 electrons are added to chlorine. So we can write it as 2Cl minus. That means, okay, 1 Cl minus and also other Cl minus. This is what Cl2 minus or Cl2 minus we can say. Or this is together called as 2Cl minus. Next, Fe3 plus E minus. When an electron is added, it is known as what? When an atom gains an electron, it is reduction. So Fe3 plus E minus is changed to Fe2 plus. So look here, for those who haven't understood, Fe3 plus means what? It is the atom ion is 3 electron deficient. Okay, it is 3 electron deficient. So when you are adding an electron, 1 electron if you are adding, what happens? It gets 1 electron, so it changes to Fe2 plus, isn't it? Or if you are adding 2 electrons, then it changes to Fe plus or 1 plus we can say. Okay, already deficient atom adding an electron. So look here, Fe3 plus. plus 1 electron we are adding, so it changed to Fe2 plus. Zinc 2 plus, from zinc atom adding 2 electrons, so it will change to zinc itself, isn't it? Adding 2 electrons, 2 electron deficient was the zinc atom, so adding 2 electrons will change it into zinc. 2 Hg2 plus, plus 2 electrons, so it will change to Hg twice. It was 2 Hg, isn't it? So it changed to Hg twice. So there also electrons are added. When electrons are added to an atom or a group of atoms, it is called as reduction reaction. This is the electronic concept of both oxidation and reduction. Adding of electron or gaining of electron and losing of electrons. When both these reactions combine together, we will call them as a redox reaction. That means in a reaction there will be both gaining an electron and also losing an electron. That is redox. So dear students, we are going to wind up today's session. If you are having any doubts, you can comment, or if you clearly understood the concept also, you can comment them. So that's all. Thank you and have a nice day.